So most of the time I review regular Jordans or Adidas's or slides or whatever's coming out recently, and they're most of the time a shoe that you can wear in just about any circumstance. But I wanted to get kind of creative and order some of the craziest shoes that I could possibly find. So that's what I did. So in this video, I'm gonna be talking about some of the weirdest and craziest shoes that I recently picked up, and maybe you wanna get a pair. All right, so I think it's only fitting that we start with the biggest box out of the bunch. These, you probably have no idea what these are. You see a giant P with a big Wings logo on a foot. These are the Ralph Lauren Polo Fortnite P-Wing boots. All right, so let's just get this open here. Boom, this box is huge, by the way. It's really reminding me of the big red boots. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's just get these out here and then we can talk about it. You also get some extra little red laces here. Currently they have the white in there, so there's just a ton of foam in here. Gigantic box for absolutely no reason. So if you have not seen these yet before, these are the Polo Ralph Lauren, whatever you want to say, Fortnite P-Wing boots. Now retail on these was $250. There was only 300 pairs ever released. So they're super limited and they have some crazy features, so let's just talk about it. Now the actual construction of these is quite a bit different than most other regular utility boots. You have a flexible pivoting point in the middle. This back portion is completely open with a giant piece of foam here on the back. Now these were first introduced into Fortnite as a digital collectible, but then they did this exclusive drop of only the 300 pairs where you could actually buy them in the real world. And it's an exact replica of the shoes in Fortnite. On the back, you get Polo with a stretchable portion here, and then again you get that giant padding. You can see on the side you get that P-Wings logo with 1992 and Ralph Lauren established 1967. You get some metal housing here for the lacets, and then you also get this lace holder in the middle with a Ralph Lauren logo right there, and then again you get Polo on the front. And what's really cool about these is the traction on the bottom is super industrial, so you could, like, if you really were gonna wear these would be really good traction boots and you'd have really good grip. But again, these are crazy. I don't know when I would actually wear them, but since there's only 300 pairs in the world, they're really limited. These were in my size. I actually traded my buddy Chance for these. I traded some SB4s for these, but I thought it was a cool pair. Cool display piece. Maybe I'll put it on the shelf back here. It's just something unique. Maybe it goes up in price in the future, but currently they're sitting anywhere between $600 and $1,000 resale. And again, crazy box, crazy pair. Let's go to the next pair. All right, so up next, we actually have 3 different pairs from the company BrandBlack from LA, Los Angeles. Now, I actually found these on Instagram. I thought they were really cool. They were giving me complete off-white vibes. And of course, with Virgil passing, we don't have off-white shoes like we did in the past. So I thought, hey, this could be a cool alternative to off-white shoes, and let me check them out. And plus, the materials just look really cool on them. So I got 3 pairs here. We'll go over this first pair here. Boom. So this first pair is the Bravo Cordera, or however you can say that. And right off the bat, you can kind of tell what I'm talking about with the off-white vibes. They look very similar to a pair of off-whites, and not necessarily the Nike collabs, but more of the original off-white series. So the first thing you might notice is how unique this outsole is. It looks like it's patched work up. So it looks like it's basically just a piece of plastic that was slapped together on the bottom, and then they pushed it in, and then they glued the portion up. You can see the cut holes right here. You get Vibram right here and Vibram right on the bottom. Also says Mega Grip, which I don't know what that means. The tongue is an all foam design, and that's kind of what drew me to it. You can also see BrandBlack LA on the tongue right there. The insole is kind of a cool foam right here. It's a leather type material, but it's also got a suede finish, so it's really soft. And then you also get a really nice thin suede on the toe box and the upper material, and on the back you get a little back tab as well. So these really reminded me of off-white. And then I checked the website and I found a few more pairs, so let's just look at those here. Now this next pair is the mil spec. These are the M510BBs. These are pretty crazy, and again, total off-white vibes with these. And that hint of off-white really came from that orange label where it looks like it's not supposed to be there, but it is. Again, crazy outsole. It's got a plus type traction pattern. And again, that outsole just looks like it's folded up and glued, which is really unique. You usually don't see that. Usually it's finished off more, but it's got a really raw and industrial type vibe. You get a lace holder here that you can tighten and loosen. You also get a Velcro strap on the laces. This back portion is very Flyknit-like, where it'll suction to your ankle, but it's also very adjustable when you get your foot in. big back heel here. And then the last pair, we have the rare metal 2s. Now these are super cool. This is probably my favorite pair out of the pack. These have a crazy outsole. Again, it's very unique. This, I feel like it would be a little slippery since it's all the same design. It's not jagged at all. Same midsole where it's folded up. A little bit better finishing on this one though. And then on the toe box, you get a mesh plastic type material. You get more of a plasticky on the side that really gives me Off-White vibes. It really reminds me of the Off-White Air Force One, the Volt series, and the other ones with that kind of plastic finish. You get some more industrial type laces. And I feel like I'm just kind of saying the same three buzzwords: industrial, off-white type vibe, and just different materials on all of these. And that's just kind of what they are. You get a mesh tongue that's super tall and super wide when you spread it out, which I think is kind of cool. And then the back heel is really short compared to the rest of it. So if you're looking for something very unique, BrandBlack LA, some cool shoes, something you might not be thinking about. One thing to note is retail is $240, $250 per pair. So if you're looking for something that's kind of expensive, unique, something that not everyone's gonna have, BrandBlack, cool option. All right, let's get to the next pair here. We have some Tanner's Footwear. Now, before they hit me up on Instagram, I've never heard of this brand at all. It's from overseas. These are really unique. They're actually a basketball type inspired shoe. Let's open it up here. First of all, really nice cardboard box. You get a little plastic. It doesn't even feel like, it feels like it's got kind of a suede silk inside, which is kind of cool. Boom, there you go. So this is my first time seeing these. Very cool. Now what's unique about these is they are really high quality materials, which I can tell just right off the bat, but you can obviously see they have basketball print on the side, the toe box, another side panel here, and on the back heel with the Tanner's logo with the basketball. Now this is a brand that's not super well known, but they do have some unique stuff. They have a couple of different models as well. But talking about the materials on this, you get a really nice leather tongue tag with Tanner's in a gold font. You also get a really nice thin suede on the toe box and that back heel. The outsole is really kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It's really rubbery. That sounds really dumb, but it's like, it's thick and dense and you can feel that, but it's not gonna bend at all, where I think it might be really comfortable. You also get a leather insole. And what's cool is they use the best materials on these, which they should, because the price point on these is $201 retail price, which I don't know where they get the $1, but $201 basketball inspired, kind of a Air Force One low dunk type material. It's just an all new silhouette. And if you wanna check these out, I have them linked below, just like all the other shoes on this review. All right, let's get to the last shoe here. You probably know what these are, but it's still one of the craziest shoes that I've ever purchased. I do have a backstory with these. I originally hit these on the sneakers app. I got really lucky. Ended up selling them because they were just a crazy pair. I was reselling at the time. I wasn't really thinking far ahead or the history of what this man, J Balvin, would be doing with Nike. So obviously we have the J Balvin ones here. The box did get kind of damaged. I picked these up at Untied LA in California this past weekend. Shout out to them. One of the craziest shoes you'll ever see is at that store. Really cool ombre fade on the box. You also get the pink Nike on the side, which is kind of a hint at the outsole. Opening it up here, maybe one of the brightest colored Jordan 1s ever to release. This pair has just crazy materials. So first of all, you get a blue, green, yellow, red, orange kind of fade throughout the whole thing. It starts dark and then gets really bright towards the middle portion and then gets dark again. The swoosh fades in the opposite direction where you get blue in the middle, but then red in the back. You also get some jagged kind of edging here where it looks like it's unfinished. Usually it's just a straight line here, but it's cut up where it's really geometrical, I guess you could say. Tongue tag, J Balvin logo right there in kind of a cool plastic. On the other one, we get the Jumpman with a green and yellow ombre fade. And what's really cool about these that people probably don't even know is these back heel portion is actually Velcro. So you can remove these. You get a couple extra, you get a lightning bolt and some basketballs that you can put on there. So I might do that if I'm gonna rock these. And maybe my favorite part is that super bright pink outsole that is completely pink on the midsole and the outsole, which I like. It's very vibrant. It doesn't look like it would go with these, but it kind of completes the wild look. So cool pickup. Glad I got these. And the J Balvin 3s are coming out soon, which I think they're coming out on Saturday, so stay tuned for those. But cool pickup nonetheless. So that'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching. Craziest shoes that I've ever purchased. Half of these I don't think I'll ever wear, but it was cool to check them out. If you haven't subscribed already, definitely do it because we got a ton of crazy long form videos coming soon. So thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one.